Yo, check 1 2 1 2. Prime suspect DJ Dragon holding it down.
Why you eating the mic? Bring down the volume a little, man.
Maddness podcast, Videocast number 24, holding it down. This is how we do it all day, every day. Maddness podcast, holding it down. Big up to the whole Nomadz family out there. DJ Non-Steezy holding it down. D-Well couldn't be here. They got prior obligations. This is how we do all day, every day. Again, my name is Prime Suspect. This is DJ Dragon. Check the website, www.nomadzent.com. Check us on MySpace, myspace.com/Nomadz Entertainment. No space between the Nomadz and entertainment. So this is how we do it.
Yeah.
It's the end of the month, end of June. And so far, it's been a good year. It's been a good, strong year. This is how we're doing it. And the first thing I want to talk about is 50 Cent and Apple Computers getting together to make a 50 Cent themed Apple computer.
Yup. Trying to bring Apple to the hood.
They're not gonna. In my opinion, it's not gonna bring it to the hood because
Why you say that?
Because Apple computers have always been really expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when you got people in the hood going to buying computers from BlueHippo.com. I mean, obviously
Blue Hippo.
Yeah, you never heard it. It's like basically like renting a computer, but it ends up being like $4,000 for like a $800 computer. But they do it how they do it where you just pay payments, like rent to own.
So they jerk you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so that's my new term for getting jerked. You got Blue Hippo.
So I mean, yeah, probably it would be the same price for a Blue Hippo computer than it would an Apple computer. But Blue Hippo, you can buy it in payments. With Apple computers, you can't. So
yeah, but I'm thinking if they do something with 50 Cent, then they're probably going to lower down the prices.
I don't know.
Make a budget.
I don't agree with
computer.
That. I honestly, I don't see from App. I can see where 50 Cent would want to do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's just putting his name out there a little bit more. But coming from Apple, I wouldn't really see how that's going to benefit them. You know what I mean? They already have a.
They're trying to get into the urban market. That's about it. They
I don't
got
think
in there with the iPods, so they're trying to get in there with the regular Apple joints.
I don't think they need to. I don't think they need to. I mean, they're making. I mean, once you switch to Apple, and this is what I've heard, once people switch to Apple, then they're devoted. You know what I'm saying? They're devoted at that point in time. And
so why do you think Apple doesn't want to switch them over? What you saying? Apple's too good for hip hop?
No, I am not saying that.
Did you just get hired by Cristal or something?
No, I'm just saying I don't think they need that.
So they don't need money. They don't need money.
I'm not saying that.
Any sale's a good sale. So I don't know where your line of thinking is, but I think that's a good thing.
I think the way it's worked for Apple for so long is that they serve a niche community. You know what I mean? I don't think that it would be good for.
So white people? So you're saying?
No, I'm not saying white people. I'm saying any type of people.
You can't sell Apple, Apple computers to minorities.
I'm not saying that.
That's the whole idea.
No, I'm not saying that you can't sell Apple computers. I mean, there's plenty of people that are in that Apple niche that are all from all.
So you're basically saying white people?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying white people.
Okay, because
my cousin has an Apple. He loves his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're half white. So.
Oh, I'm not half. God, this guy is ridiculous, yo.
But anyway, like I was saying, they're teaming up because they want to go ahead and have 50's influence, since he has a lot of influence on the minority community, or like the hip-hop urban community, and you're saying that they don't need it.
I just say that I think Apple has done fine the way they have been doing. I don't think Apple wants to turn into the Dell of computer makers, you know what I mean?
Hey, money move.
Hey, and Blue Hippo, they get their computers from Dell.
Enough of this Blue Hippo shit, man. What's the next topic?
I don't know. That's just the way I feel, So, next topic is Jacob the Jeweler. I don't know if obviously you guys knew that Jacob the Jeweler. He makes
bling bling. He's the one you
go to.
Exactly.
Well, I wouldn't say that. There's a lot of different people, but he was the one that started it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he got arrested.
He got bagged
for money laundering,
yep.
for basically trying to money launder drug money, and this is for BMF. What was it? I
think it's Black Family Mafia or some shit like that. Or
Black Mafia Family?
Black Mafia Family or something like that. He tried to launder money for him.
Hey, man, how much do you think he was getting? For...
I don't know. I think it was something in the millions.
Like, think it was a percentage of the money?
Of course. If he's going to go through that risk to get bagged, for that, of course.
How do you think he got caught? I mean, because, he's got, he could launder that money. He's got enough money to launder that money. You know what I mean?
Somebody probably snitched him out, man. That's it. You know how these stupid gangsters, wannabe gangsters be doing? They be snitching on themselves. They be telling people what they be doing, and that's how they get caught. So
bullshit.
That's probably what happened. But I personally would not done it. He was making pretty good cheese, just selling chains and all that to these people. So.
Well, that's what you think. You know what I mean? That's how he portrayed himself out there. I mean, he might have.
So you didn't think he was making money?
And I'm not saying he wasn't making money, but he might have had money troubles. You know what I'm saying?
Now he just got greedy.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's your down. That's everybody's downfall.
Exactly.
When you get too greedy, then you go down. That's why.
That's what happened.
That's exactly.
Just be happy with what you got. That's it.
That's what always happens.
Oh well, he got caught. Sorry to hear that.
Just like John Forte got bagged off of drugs.
Well, what did he get caught for?
Liquid cocaine.
Wait, hold on. Didn't this bitch? What's her name? Lumi D.
Yeah, Lumi D. She got bagged too.
The one-hit wonder.
No. She got bagged too.
Wow.
But she wasn't hustling. She was doing it for somebody else. So
she was just stupid. That's it.
Right.
She couldn't, sell any more tracks, so she had to smuggle drugs.
How'd that song go? Uh-oh, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was right. She got back.
So, Jacob the Jeweler gets back for money laundering for the Black Mafia family.
Yep.
Talking about the law, Hoops from, what was that show called?
Flavor of Love.
Flavor of Love. Hoops from Flavor of Love. She's fucking fine as hell.
Yeah, she can get the manguera any day.
She got arrested for assaulting a police officer. So, Dragon, you told me the story, so tell me what went down.
From what I read, that I guess she was making like too much noise or whatever. They had a noise complaint. Cops came over and she assaulted the cops.
Because of what, though? I mean, she just opened the door and punched the dude in his face?
Yeah, she just snuffed him right there.
She gangster like that? I know she's from L.A. and shit. She half black and half white. But so she's gangster
like you, right?
That? I'm not half black, half white, bro. I got some white on me, but I'm proud of that. Shut the fuck up.
Well, anyways. Yeah, I honestly don't know what happened, but, how cops are. They want to be dicks. So they probably just started some shit with her, and then
no offense to the cops that are listening right now. Any cops that are our fans right now.
I'm not a big fan of cops, man. They've been fucking with me too much lately, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Fortunately enough, I've never. Actually, I did have a cop fuck with me one time.
Wow, what
tell
happened?
you a story, right? This never happened to me ever in my life. So I'm driving in a residential neighborhood, and it was my neighborhood I lived in. So I respect my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to speed through my neighborhood because it's where I live at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the speed limit's like 25 miles an hour. I'm going like maybe 23, 22 miles an hour because I respect. This is where I live at. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want anybody like speeding through my neighborhood. So you set the example where you live at. You know what I mean? So
you're such a nice guy. You're a stand-up guy.
Anyway. So I'm driving through the neighborhood, and
you're my role model.
I pass the cop. I'm not thinking nothing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the cop gets behind me, and I go out to the stop sign, and I make a left onto like a major road of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the cop pulls me over. As soon as I make the left, the cop pulls me over. And so there's a median in the middle of an area where it's like a right. There's a median in the middle.
Yeah, I know what a median is.
There's a median in the middle, and I pull into the median, and I'm thinking, what the fuck does this cop just pull me over for? You know what I'm saying? So I start getting my stuff out, insurance, license, all that stuff, and she gets on her, it's a chick, a bitch cop. Okay. She gets on her loudspeaker and is like, put your hands on the wheel.
Well, that's the first thing you got to do, man. Whenever you get pulled over, put your hands on the wheel.
No, but listen, but okay, I'm in a neighborhood in
you ever watch the Chris Rock show?
No, but listen.
No, hold on.
Let me finish my story, dog.
Hold on. Since we're doing a video cast, if you never saw this, I'm gonna play the Chris Rock special on how not to get caught by the cops, or not how to get fucked up by the cops.
After my story.
Okay, after your story, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. And this is what you need to do when you get pulled over by the cops. But anyway, go ahead, continue the story.
All right, so she's like, gets on her loudspeaker, and she's like, put your hands out the window. But I'm thinking, this is the middle of the afternoon. This is the middle of the day, clear as day. The sun's shining, and this is a neighborhood in East Orlando. If you're not from Orlando, it's a predominantly white neighborhood. Homes are $350,000 and up, and this is my old neighborhood, and
so you're up in Dawson's Creek.
Anyway, so just listen to the story. So she gets on a loudspeaker. She's like, step out the car and put your hands in the air. And I'm thinking in my head, I was like, this has never ever happened to me in my entire life. I've never put myself in a situation where this would have to happen to me. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking,
being pulled over?
Being pulled over like that. You know what I mean? So,
I got pulled over with guns drawn.
I know. I remember that story.
But I'm not going to get into that
anyway,
story.
So I do that, and she comes up to me. She has her hand on her gun and everything. I'm like thinking in my head, what the fuck is going on?
Damn, son.
So, yeah, exactly. Middle of the afternoon, she was like, why you look so nervous? No. She asked me. She was like,
I'll be nervous too.
No, but listen. I know, but listen, right?
Shit.
She was like, what's your name? Give me your license, blah, blah, blah. She was like, you ever been arrested? Blah, blah, blah. And I told her no, not thinking. So she ran my shit, whatever, and she pulled up some shit from when I was like a juvenile. You know what I mean? She was like, so I thought you said you never got arrested. She was like, this is when you were 16 or 17. And I was like, oh, well, I really didn't. I thought that didn't, that wasn't on the record. I thought, that was since I was a juvenile. She was like, no. She's like, why'd you lie to me? I was like, honestly, I didn't think that would come up, so I didn't say anything. It was real juvenile. It was petty, whatever. That was a long time ago. And then she asked me, she was like, well, why you look so nervous? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, honestly, I've never had this happen to me before in my life. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't think I was doing anything. She was like, oh, this female is 25. You were going over 25. And I was like, honestly, and this is when I told her. I gave her my license. As you can see on the license, I live in this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I respect my neighborhood enough not to speed. So I really don't agree with you when you're saying I was speeding, whatever. Long story short, another cop pulls up, blah, 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 whatever. She lets me go. But it was just like,